Coming to you live from the One More and I'm Out of Here / Illegal Shift Studios. We are back at you with a election reaction episode. Andrew's like a 5-year-old. For the audio listeners, it's the biggest cutout of Trump's face that you would ever see.
Trump. Look at that. Hey, you buddy. Welcome back, buddy. Orange man.
I knew you were going to do something, and I love
stupid.
And I didn't know what it was,
but you said it's going to be stupid. So I had this in my yard, but being a cool dude. Oh, wait, it's over our logo, but that's okay temporarily.
That's all right.
So I had this in my yard all election season, right? And nobody screwed with it.
I'm actually shocked, to be honest with you.
Well, let's be sure. I was baiting them. I was hoping somebody would do something.
Tell me you electrified it. Did you electrify it?
Not electrified. Let's just say awesome. It was protected by the Second Amendment. So I was like, I hope somebody screws with this. They did not. But in the classy way that, you know, when you think of me, you think of class.
Yeah,
and
that's exactly what I think of.
And I said, you know what? I came home election night. I took it down. I put it away, and it's in my garage again. But for today's show, it was sitting there, and I was like, you know what? The Don's coming with me.
It's perfect.
I wonder if they'll let me fly with this thing, because I am going to DC.
Is that carry on?
I don't know. I think they make me get like an extra seat.
You got to make sure you seatbelt him in, though.
I mean, could you see me? Could you get on the plane, right? I'm sitting there. I'm like this.
Oh my God. You're fucking ridiculous.
Now,
I love it.
You know, it's going to be fun. So you remember, oh, we should have put up that video. Damn it. Remember the lady that they booted off the flight because she wouldn't sit next to a guy with a MAGA hat?
Yep.
The old lady, and her husband's sitting there because she took his testicles and put them in his pocket.
And he's
just sitting there like that. He's like, please, honey, don't do this again. And he's like, and he didn't say a word because he's just a little mouse, a little mealy mouse. So, you know, those days are going to come back.
Yeah.
And so Jason texted me earlier and he's like, hey, you want to do a show? Or was it yesterday? No, it was like
last night. It was
like 10:30.
It was late.
Yeah, it was 10:30. I was out. And you know, I knew we were going to do a post show because we did a pre-show, which is the reason that he won so, you know, remarkably.
Yes.
Because of our influence.
That's
exactly right. And so I was sitting there and I was like, yesterday, I was like, man, I'm still catching. I mean, I don't know how you were, but I was like, God, I just got to catch up on my sleep. I was a wreck.
Well, yeah. So we talked about it right before we went live, and I completely missed Illegal Shift. And
right.
John is in the chats, and I texted him with many, many apologies. But yeah, I was so euphoric that night, and I didn't think we were going to get the results.
I didn't either.
As quick as we did.
Now, did you stay up all night?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
I watched his whole victory speech, all of that.
No. My point is, so that was like at 1:30-ish, right, when they called it.
And then his speech wasn't until like almost 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, so you didn't go to bed beforehand and then say, like somebody with, I don't know, a little bit of sense would have said, I'm going to go to bed now because we're not going to know anything for a while.
I stayed up the whole time.
You are a trooper. You're a trooper.
Our post 318, we had a great crowd down there.
Yeah, how was that?
Was awesome. Absolutely awesome.
So anyway, the polls closed here in Ohio at 7:30. I was there with a lovely woman, and she was representing the Democrats, and I was very friendly.
Nice.
And for a change.
I'm proud of you.
Well, I do have some stories about working the poll, but so anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know, started getting windy really late, right? And stuff starts blowing around. So I picked up my stuff and I put everything in the car, and about 7:15, 7:20, I was like, bag this. I'm going home. So I went home and everyone's like, oh, are you going to the post 318? Or are you going, because there was another deal at Mad Tree for the county. And I was like, no, you know, I'm going home. And I'm tired.
And you put in a lot of hours.
I set up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Polls don't open to 6:30. So I set up because I wanted to be there first. I wanted to make it look good. I wanted to beat the Democrats there and scout out a good location. Anyhow, so I went home. I sat down. I said, you know what? We're not going to know anything tonight. I'm not going up to the post, 318. I'm not going to go to whatever. I'm just going to sit here, check out a little bit of news. Because all it was, I mean, you got to admit, from 7:30 at night when the polls closed till literally, you said 1:30 in the mornings when they called it. I mean, you're like, they kept breaking news. We still don't know anything. It's like,
but and you're absolutely right. And looking like an idiot,
Yeah.
just sitting there watching.
And you
the
still
TV.
keep watching it. You're
Right.
like, breaking news, Fox breaking news. Still don't know anything. And you're like, God damn it.
It's the train wreck you can't turn away from, though.
I know.
And
so I went to bed.
It was exciting.
I went to bed about 9:30, 10 o'clock. I was restless. And about 3 a.m., I woke up and I went outside and I turned on the TV. I was like, oh, my God, I can't believe we know tonight. I did not know then. I don't think anyone did, because today they finally released the final electoral map. But, I knew it was a big win when Pennsylvania went our way. But, man, oh, man, these other states have come in. And, I don't know how they do the counting in Arizona in some fashion, if they use like an abacus or something. But even called Arizona today. And
David J said they haven't called Arizona, but I think they did.
I think they did. But if they didn't,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Well, I think there's still some question on the Senate race out there in Arizona. Yep. So I think there's still, Carrie Lake is still trying to figure out, if she's going to be able to, and that's not an anti-Carrie Lake remark. I'm just saying she's behind. They're looking for some votes, but man, I was really prepared.
John, I know you did. I get it.
You know what?
I
was prepared. By the way, is he here?
He's in.
Is he in?
John.
No.
No.
Him that shall not be mentioned. Is he here?
It's almost like Beetlejuice.
I know. Is he here?
No, but I did get a text message from him that night.
Good game, job well done.
Here, I'll read it.
Or read it online. Be like, let's read it on the air.
No, he did. I mean, he reached out.
Was it a classy message? Hey, man, I hope we can work together. No!
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. What could it have been? Hey, I'm sorry that I've been kind of difficult to work with. And, I'm sorry that I have nothing but disparaging remarks on your program. But can we work together someday to maybe, break bread? No, I don't think so.
Hold on. I got to find it.
Oh, whatever. As long as he's not here. Now it's going to crackle because your phone is leaking radiation into my brain.
So I got it yesterday. Congratulations, American already feels a little greater again.
Oh, give me a break.
And I put less douchey.
Give me a freaking break.
Then he said, okay, bud. And then LOL. And he said, I knew you wouldn't be happy. That's why I didn't text. He goes, I'm a rational person. Of course, I didn't want him to win, but it'd be stupid to wish he failed, dragging us all down with him.
Well,
would you
hey,
stop?
I can't stop.
He goes, I just hope he has some kind of checks and balances for the dumber things he's talked about doing. But all evidence is pointing to those guardrails being gone. We shall see.
Oh. So, I mean, that's
wasn't
not even
terrible.
Wait, no. That's bullshit. That's not even.
But it wasn't terrible.
That's just a way of saying, hey, listen, you look great except for your hair plugs. I mean, that's just a backhand bullshit way of being a douche. Here's the deal. At the end of the day, you know what? Donald Trump's not even president yet. And Hamas is already trying to figure out a peace deal, like within 24 hours of him winning the election. Okay. Russia's reached out and said, hey, we're interested in trying to figure out if there's a way we could end this war. The world is the stock market soared yesterday. A lot of people are very happy about their portfolios. Look, I'm not saying it's going to be, because I'm telling you what's going to happen, because I know what's going to happen. Not that I'm Nostradamus, but you know what's going to happen? You're going to see the press now. The fawning press over Biden is going to be on the flip side. Everything Trump does is going to be microanalyzed, scrutinized, criticized, and every other eyes there is, because nothing he will be able to do will be correct. So I'm not falling for the Democrats' bullshit. Now, the way the map has worked out, if you'd like to show it, or you're just texting, what are you on? Are you on Grindr again?
Yes.
God damn it.
Some of our fans have sent me
on
stuff
Grindr
that I'm supposed to show you that I did not fucking show you, apparently.
Well, I don't want to see what you want to show me.
All right, whatever.
Okay.
I'll show him after a show.
Are they critical of the show?
He's fucking angry.
I'm not angry. I'm happy. But I mean, here's the
I'm
deal.
used to it. It's fine.
I'm not euphoric. I just didn't think it was going to be this low. Look, show the map. Show the maps that we show. Show the map. What map you want to show first?
Well, we got.
Why don't you show? We got two maps.
We'll show this one first.
Okay. You know what is that?
And I love this with Elon Musk. They say red light helps you sleep better.
Those are the counties. Okay. Those are the counties in the United States. It's a county map, and the blue is obviously Democrat and the red is obviously Republican. Now, if you want to hear an argument as to why there's an electoral college, if there was not an electoral college, even though we won the popular vote in this particular instance, what you would have is a situation where the blue areas made the decisions for the rest of the country, and the red areas would have to be ruled by the blue areas. That's not particularly fair. And the founders, in their infinite, divine inspired brilliance, came up with a system that is not replicated in other countries, because you know what? The other countries in the world are not made up of individual states. And that's what the left can't seem to grasp. So it's like, well, they don't have this in Germany. Oh, really?
Right.
You know why? Because there's not a New Jersey of Germany. I mean, are you stupid? You're just dumb. There's Bavaria, yes. There's the Black Forest, yes. But there's not individual states. The United States is a unique country in that we had individual states that banded together and formed a country. And only one of the states was a sovereign nation, and that was?
Go ahead.
No, which one?
No, go ahead.
I want you to guess.
I don't want to guess.
I want you to guess. It was a republic.
It was a republic. Virginia.
Republic of Texas.
Texas. Oh, yeah. Yep.
That's right. And Texas agreed to join the
Virginia's
United States.
a Commonwealth.
Virginia's a Commonwealth.
Not a
That's
republic.
correct. That's correct.
I misspoke.
But that's all right. You didn't know there was going to be a test.
Yeah, I didn't.
But I mean, my point is,
Because you fucking come in like your hair's on
fly
fucking
in
fire.
with my hair on. Listen, I'm pumped.
I love
I'm
it, though.
Pumped
I love it.
because I started you know what I started? Something turn off. You know, I came in and I started looking today. I started looking for, what was I looking for, Jason? Hotel rooms in DC for what date?
January 6th.
No, January 20th is the inauguration.
Or 20th.
That's right.
But I knew you were there January 6th.
I was thinking
You
about
threw the first brick.
actually I was thinking about, so did I ever play you the message Erica Chiswick? You remember Erica?
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You never did.
Don't do it.
You never did.
So she left messages all around the township at businesses, and she thought I was at DC. And I remember I was at the gym in DC on January 6th, and I texted, don't commit any crimes. This is, don't get out of hand. And I was debating the night before. I was like, should we do a road trip to DC? Because I was kind of getting fired up about the rally. Then the more I think about it, road trip, it's like 8-10 hours to DC by the time you park. It's a hassle. Hotels are not cheap, blah, 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 blah.
It's a shithole.
It's a shithole. But anyway, so I started looking at hotels today on January 6th. They ain't cheap. Let's just say they won't be cheap. But I am really, really, really looking forward to going to this inauguration.
We should go.
I could go live.
And we go live. Let's make a trip.
That's a definite possibility.
Yes, let's do it.
Now, are we sleeping head to toe? What's the sleeping arrangement?
I don't know. We'll figure that out.
Well, I mean,
I gotta measure you. I gotta measure you and see where I'm gonna fit.
This is disturbing.
Yes.
I gotta measure you. My mother's calling. Hey, Mom, I'm on the podcast. My mom calls during the show.
I love it.
We should probably put her on. What are you doing? You ever seen the Costanzas?
I want to meet
you.
You
ever seen Seinfeld? That's my parents.
I want to meet your mom.
That's my parents.
And your dad. Here's the other image that we had was just the electoral.
Yeah, that's the electoral college. I haven't seen a map like that in a long time, and electorally, and I'm stunned by Pennsylvania. I mean, you mentioned it. Every swing state, that she was supposed to hold, the blue wall was not a blue wall. I didn't think that was going to be an option. I think Wisconsin.
A couple were going to be iffy.
What is that? What's the blue one up top? Is that Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Yeah. So he kept his home state,
but it was close. it was fucking way closer than the vice president state should be.
I got to figure
vice president potential.
Right. I've got to figure that. I've got to figure that they're in his state. They're like, God damn it, we got Tim Walz back. Jesus Christ,
he's coming back to Minnesota. Son of a bitch.
We had a chance to get rid of that clown. Lock your horses up.
Oh yeah.
So
should we roll there?
I think we should say, what do we think Tim Walz is going to be doing? I mean, maybe he's relieved. I'm not sure. I saw him yesterday, but this could be what Tim Walz is going back to. We have so many tabs open. It's going to take Jason a second.
So I saw her
speech.
Yeah, her conceding the election.
Yeah,
but I didn't get the image where I heard that he was like bawling his eyes out. I didn't get to see that, and I'm a little bit upset. But I don't want to watch that whole speech again. I just must have glanced away or whatever.
So I watched her speech, which she was about half an hour late coming out to, They're on Howard University, I think it is. Yeah, Howard. And I'm sitting there watching. I mean, I don't know if you saw my posts. I mean, which one, right? Because I do it kind of religiously.
You've done a ton.
I do a ton.
They're all good.
Well, no, there's some are stupid, but I was watching these young college pukes sitting there just crying their eyes out. So sad. So sad. And it was almost as delicious as when Hillary lost and all those people are sitting in that hotel lobby, wherever it was, ballroom with the balloons up top, and they're sitting there flipping off the screen that's showing Donald Trump's going to be president.
Oh, we've got plenty of that.
So today's show is going to be what we should call today's show? Gloat Fest? I mean, a mini Gloat Fest?
Because
yeah.
I mean, it's titled Election Reaction.
Episode. And that's our reaction, right?
But
that's our reaction.
That's their reaction.
We're reacting to their reaction.
To our reaction.
That's right. So it's like a
110, 220, whatever it takes.
It's like a
220.
It's like the reaction. So we're reaction square.
Dude, and it's been all over.
Oh, it's going to be delicious because it's going to get worse. I'm telling you right now, it's going to get worse.
Yes, it's just going to keep happening.
It's going to keep building. And, right now they're in, what is the stages of grief? Like you got I don't remember, you got shock, and then you got denial, and then you've got, I don't know, I can't remember. The last one is like anger. I think anger and then resignation.
Well, most of them are starting at anger.
Well,
they're going the wrong way.
Well, I don't know. We have shock in a lot of these, but I'm like, oh my God. And these are the people, and we have a lot locally here. I'm just wondering how the gals are here in Anderson Township that just hate my ever-loving guts. I saw Bonnie at the polls. She came up, and I was like, just
bestie.
Yeah, she's my bestie. So I saw her at the poll, and I was like, just whatever. And then I had an incident with our local state rep, Rachel Baker, was at my poll. And old Rachel couldn't grasp. So just really quick before we get into all this.
Yeah, you're good.
So I get to my poll, 6 a.m., set up a table, 6 feet long, got a really nice tablecloth on it, says Ohio Republican Party. I have 2 A-frame signs to my left, one to my left, one to my right. I got some yard signs mounted on the table. So I'm pretty much, so I'm sitting at my table, everything's within arm's reach, right? The rule that the school district has established, Forest Hills, is that there's no political signs allowed on school property. Okay? Rightly or wrongly, that I've been working the polls in Anderson Township for over 20 years.
I've heard that.
And the rule was you could not put I've been working
working the polls.
Oh, whatever. It's a big poll.
Was a brass ass. Now
the brass ass is closed. So anyhow, it's a long-standing tradition, a long-standing rule abided by everybody that works the polls that has any experience that you don't put yard signs up on school property. If you do, what usually happens is the building attendant goes out and takes the signs down. Yeah. So I get there, and some younger woman pulls up in her whatever, and she's putting yard signs in the circle yard space in the circle drive, and I just giggle because I'm like, whatever.
Not allowed to do that.
Not allowed to do that. But I'm not going to, I'm as far as they're concerned, I'm the devil. Right. So they don't talk to me. Right. I'm fairly certain. And anyone that works Anderson J is like, they're told by the Democrats, okay, Satan is going to be there. So just don't talk to him. It's not going to, never ends well. So I'm sitting there just giggling. The sign guy, the building attendant, she drives off or walks off. The building attendant comes out, takes him down. She runs back out. He's like, look, school district has policy. Can't put signs out. She's like, okay. And she takes him I'll just put him in my car. Well, she didn't. She walked and put him on the ground. And then she comes back over to where I'm at, where they have just one person standing there in a seat. And the flags for the 100 feet, it might be 150 or 50 feet, whatever it is from the entrance, are directly at the sidewalk. So you have roadway, sidewalk, and then grass, and they're at the edge of the sidewalk. And she's like, because she's realizing I can't put these signs on the concrete. So then,
how's that work?
So then Rachel Baker shows up, and they start trying to jam the signs at the edge of this concrete because the guy that put the flags in, because the dirt is so hard, there was probably an inch or two between the dirt and the flag, right? The concrete and the flag. So they're trying to line the edge of the concrete with the stuff. And I'm like, Rachel, this is against the rules. And she's pounding on the phone. Come to find out later, she's calling everybody in the school district, including the superintendent, trying to throw her ever enlarging weight around.
I was wondering where you were going.
That, she's Rachel Baker and she's a state rep and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, Rachel, you can't do that. That's against the rules. And she's just looking at me and I'm like, whatever. And then she's like, well, you're inside the flags. Well, she couldn't grasp the concept of the flags were the barrier between the flag and the entrance, right? So they had a flag here and a flag here, and the sidewalk runs along there. So I was on the sidewalk outside of I was like, you need to draw a line.
I'm out of the boundary.
I was like, pretend like there's an invisible line here. I talked in a really loud, whiny voice and really slow. And I think she began to grasp it after that. But let's just say fundamentally.
Oh, my God. I wished I'd have seen it.
Oh, dude, I have so much fun with these people. It's not even funny.
I wish I'd have seen
so
it.
Anyway, she was our local losing her mind liberal yesterday or Tuesday. And, that's where we stood. But I got home and I am let's start before we get to the fun part of the show.
Yeah.
The Gloat Fest.
I'm just trying to figure out.
I know you got a lot of things to figure out. But before we get to the Gloat Fest, I will say that I really am upset at the local elections here in Hamilton County. It is a blue county. It's been trending blue for a long, long time.
Yeah, our county sucked a big fat wiener.
Yeah. So,
which is unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. I have to say, though, in balance, I am very, very pleased at the election outcome statewide. I did not think issue 1 would be defeated. I thought with the money difference that they had to spend, and we basically were on a shoestring budget, just driving around the state, the chairman and a few other people on a bus. I didn't know that was going to work. That was a very grassroots effort, but it did. And
that was the gerrymandering.
That was the gerrymandering that we've discussed.
Yes.
That got defeated. I thought it was going to win just based on the dollar figures that they poured in here, built millions of dollars from some Swiss billionaire. Well, I hope he goes back to just, whatever Swiss people do. They make chocolate or cocoa.
Hot cocoa.
Yeah. I mean, go put some pigtails on it. Just shut up and stay out of my state. But anyway, and Missy Powers, prosecutor, lost to a very inept Connie Pillage. I'm very upset about that.
Yeah, that's not good.
Jim Neal, good man, running for sheriff, lost to Charmaine McGuffey. Very upset.
I didn't think he was going to win, but I was hoping.
Right.
I was hopeful.
And Orlando Sanza for Congress lost to Greg Landsman. That was an upsetting race as well. And we had others. Kurt Hartman lost to Rachel Baker. I would have liked to see Rachel removed from office and Kurt replace her. And a number of judges. And the sad thing is, I know people in the prosecutor's office, and they're good people. And I know how much that Melissa Powers cares about this community. I think she ran a great race. I think she tried to stay clear of party politics and just appeal to people on her qualifications and be a standalone.
And you know her better than I do, but
yeah,
with everything that I saw, I thought that
she
did everything that she could.
Even on paper, man, you compare these two on paper. I mean, Pillage didn't even have a valid active law license till like a year ago. She's never been in a courtroom. And what I'm concerned about is that within a very short period of time, with choosing which cases get prosecuted and which ones don't, is the city of Cincinnati, is every Walgreens, Target, whatever, going to have everything behind glass because they won't be prosecuting shoplifters. What happened in California? We've seen it happen in other communities with weak prosecutors. LA County just tossed Gascon, the one that was the most horrid in the nation. They tossed him out on his ass because they were tired of the crime there. So and the state voted to reinstitute laws against shoplifting.
But what's funny is what happens on the West Coast always takes a while to get over to us here in Midwest and East Coast. Like it's funny. Music comes out in California before we hear it. And I'm being funny and facetious about it.
I know.
But they're realizing, all right, I'm done.
Well, they realize that this liberal bullshit with decriminalizing crime doesn't work. And I agree with you. A lot of times the trends do come from California this way. Let's hope that this is one of them. And but the
At some
problem
point,
is, in the meantime, safety's at stake, right? This is people's lives, livelihood, businesses, and I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Cincinnati hurt, and by default, I don't want to see Anderson Township hurt because Cincinnati's right next door.
Right.
So anyway, on with other than that. But if you look at the state as a whole, like I said, we Sherrod Brown flushed down, right?
Get out.
We 3 Supreme Court justices, Republican. We defeated issue 1. I am very pleased at the state of Ohio and how statewide we performed, and that's from the good work of our party chairman statewide, and that's from the good work of a ton of good volunteers that showed up and knocked on doors and beat the bushes. And even though Hamilton County is blue, I will say this, that there were still a whole lot of votes in Hamilton County for Donald J. Trump that put him over the top here in Ohio. So I'm happy about that. Trump won the election because I see he's here. I saw him on there. I don't know that it was late, so I'm not sure if you saw this. But hey, 513, I brought this for you, buddy. So you think of this guy.
He's going to drop it off.
Look at this guy.
You want to drop it off at
this
his house?
Hey, 513. This is your president. You want to salute?
You want to salute?
So anyway, so let's get to the good stuff.
We got this guy.
Is this Timmy?
Yeah.
So Tim Walz is going back to be a governor in his state, but we thought we'd just get a little insight to what he's probably looking back to getting back to.
Just one of many that are coming through. But
yeah, Timmy. So the fun part that's going to be in the next couple of weeks, the best part is going to be about all this crap that's going to happen is that so the Biden team is going to be getting blamed by the Kamala team, and the Kamala team, so they're going to start bickering at each other. They already are, and they already blame. So Kamala's already, the people on Kamala's team are blaming Timmy.
I got something. Keep going.
And Biden came out today. You watched him today, right? Did you watch him?
Yes.
I mean, he was so happy. I've never seen him so happy.
He looked fucking relaxed.
Elated.
And his face looked good. He didn't have like the Gargamel fucking like droops like ugh.
I mean, I did pick up on that. He said hi to his granddaughter. I was like, which one was that? Was that the strippers? I can't remember. I was like, is that the one that you recognize? The one you, but anyway.
You bring that up though. That's a very, very valid point because he did look different. He looked refreshed.
He looked different. Well, you know what I'm thinking?
Which is so funny because I thought that
you picked up on it, right? So he almost jogged out. I was like, holy shit, what did they give him? And then
it's the same shit they gave
him
months ago.
Probably. But then listen, you know what he's thinking in his head? He's probably like, screw you. I am so glad you guys were wishing you had me now and you chose her. You shit on me and you got what's coming to you. And I think that the infighting of the Democrat Party is going to be delicious. Even Donna Brazil, whatever the hell her name is, she was fighting with they were arguing with Nancy Pelosi at that event. They were going back and forth.
Oh no shit. I didn't see that part. Yeah. So I pulled this article real quick because Biden congratulates Trump, pledges peaceful and orderly transfer of power. So in her concession speech, she's like, well, I talked to President-elect Trump and said that we would have a peaceful transfer of power. I'm like, and in my head, I'm like, it's not your fucking power to transfer, bitch. You're not president.
I think what they're trying to do,
Joe's president,
is what they're always trying to do is they're trying to always somehow reference back to what the fake BS that they had about January 6th being a insurrection.
Oh, it's just throwing shade. I get it, and
they can't just be cool. And let me say this: I saw another article. I should have sent it to you. So one of Kamala's on her staff was so pissed that she didn't come out that night. Remember, they were all gathered there at whatever what did I say? What's the university again?
Howard.
Howard.
Yeah.
So anyway, They were gathered there at Howard University the night of, and they sent a guy out, and they're like, "Yeah, go home. Nothing's happening." The lady said that was classless. She could have come out. She was there. She could have come out and addressed the people and said, "Hey, listen, whatever. Thank you for being here. Blah 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 blah." But she didn't even have the class to do that, and her own staff is pissed at her for not having that class.
Which, that's bullshit pool as well. But for her to, and I understand she lost the election, but she wasn't the sitting president. So your transfer of power means absolute dog shit because Joe Biden has to transfer that power over.
Well,
it's not yours to transfer.
The funny thing of all,
and he didn't do anything the last fucking 4 years.
So Trump's already holding what he has been doing. He's had he's had a presser today, right? And the Kamala Harris campaign has completely pulled the plug and shut down. They're not even giving pressers or anything, even though she's still the sitting vice president.
Yeah, I was listening to the Drinking Bros today, and I'm always a day off, so this was their yesterday's episode, and they played a clip, and I was I was in my truck listening, so I didn't get to watch it. But they said that all of they played a clip from The View.
Oh, Jesus.
And they were all dressed in black.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Like it was a funeral. And they're sitting there going on and on and on.
Right. Well, they dressed in black. Geez, look who looks good in black. There's Melania. Yowza. But anyway, the View. I mean, I saw that. I think it was, who was the one? Bette Midler? Is she on The View? No, she's just a singer.
No, she did. Joy Behar.
Joy Behar. So all these libs are now like all these libs, these mouth breathers, they're all canceling or deactivating their X accounts because they're so pissed at Elon Musk over the election. And I find it delicious. I mean, go ahead, quit X. Or whatever you call it, Twitter, X, whatever.
It's X.
X. But anyway, I speaking of X, I have a Xavier. You saw it. I don't know if you saw my post. There is a teacher, a professor at Xavier that was being charged with stealing yard signs.
I don't know which one it is.
No, you don't. Yeah, you don't have it. But
because you didn't send it.
I didn't send it to you because, but it ties into what we're talking about here. So Xavier University, and I found out about this yesterday. I didn't even know about it. Xavier University has a professor that was stealing yard signs, and some guy got so pissed that his yard sign in Indian Hill kept getting stolen. He put an AirTag in it, and his sign got stolen, and they found it, and he took the police, and the police went over to the person's house, and the guy's like, yeah, my wife was out late last night. And he's like, okay, well, when she showed this at this address, they found the sign. I don't do AirTags, so I don't know, but it was like beeping. I guess you can.
Yeah, you can make it. You can make it beep.
It was beeping in the garage. They found it. They took it as evidence, and she's being charged.
Good.
And I don't know what Xavier's going to do to her.
As you should, though.
Yeah, I posted her. I didn't post her contact information out of privacy. But
so it's like if you were to take if you were signed up, and you're probably not, but.
For what?
If somebody were to take my phone or whatever,
my iPhone,
I can log in and fucking make it beep. I can do you have that ability.
Yeah, I know. I turned that off.
But AirTags are the same way. So yeah, when you're like, I know it's fucking here.
Well, I mean, they're kind of big though, aren't they?
AirTags are
okay. Well, anyway,
about the size of a quarter.
It's a great way. It's a great way to make sure your stuff isn't stolen.
Now that's why I asked if you electrified your signs, because I've seen so many TikTok videos though of like shit being like
we shared
energized.
Them. We shared them here.
Or the one guy who pulled the banner and
what was that guy shooting?
I don't know what it was,
but it was funny.
Compressed air and
boom.
With whatever.
I don't know if it was bacon. I don't know what it was. Look, because something slapped against their face and stayed there. I was like, what is he shooting? Bacon?
And I love
you don't shoot bacon, you eat bacon. What's wrong with you?
Eat the bacon.
But anyway, we got a lot. So liberals and the left
was so funny though.
The left, listen, the left is not processing this information well. It's going to get worse. I predict as the inauguration gets closer and closer, it's going to get more and more pronounced. Last time when we had the inauguration, I was in DC. I witnessed, as I told you before, the violence of them burning a limousine literally right in front of me. I witnessed them breaking into Chase Bank. I think it was a Subway that got broken into as well, right there where I was staying because I was in a very cheap hotel. And then as I was going home, all these ladies are getting off the planes wearing these pink hats. I'm like, what is this, a convention? And I didn't realize they were having the pink hat march. That's when all the pink hat things started. And that's when all the ladies from Anderson that then became the Coven that turned into, whatever, the East Side Dems. They were there. A lot of them were there. So I'm wondering and they had a big march the day after. So much for accepting respecting democracy, right? And the rule of law and the will of the voter.
Right, because we're the assholes.
Yeah. I mean,
we're the assholes.
So let me ask you, how long now have you been called? So someone posted something on a page that they were talking about today, and they're like, there's somebody said, okay, it's time for us to all come together as a country and respect each other and blah, 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 blah. And the guy's like, yeah, it is. He goes, but, here's the problem. For 6 months plus a year, you've been calling me a racist, fascist, Nazi, white supremacist, homophobic, whatever the ick is that you want to say. And I'm supposed to just be like, hey, man, how you doing? I mean, that's not the way the world works. How about you publicly apologize to everybody that you labeled with some ick that you didn't know the person? How about you ask me, say, hey, Jason, I'm sorry I called you a fascist. I ask for your forgiveness, and hopefully we can, exist peacefully, coexist in a country. Yeah. And, not have, I hope someday you forgive me for being an asshole.
Yes.
How about that?
Exactly.
And
David J just said, assholes live forever.
It's just unbelievable to me
how it's perfect.
It's like, it's all the one way. It's like, oh, I'm sorry I was an asshole.
I am so guilty. I am so guilty of judging a book by its cover. Like where I see somebody, I'm like, oh, that guy looks like a fucking dick. Right. And then come to find out, I meet that said person. And I'm like, wow, I was completely.
And what did you think when you first saw me?
Exactly that. But I was wrong. And I'm glad I was
wrong.
Were
you?
Yeah.
Were you?
Well, I mean, depending on the day.
Like, that guy's svelte.
Yeah, well, that never hits.
That guy's ripped.
That never hits my fucking
that guy's
brain.
hairy.
That does. But no, we're all guilty of that. But it's like when you ascribe to this cult mentality,
which liberalism is a cult. I agree with that. Even though they say MAGA is a cult, they're like, you're a cultist. I mean, look, okay,
you be in your cult, I'll be in mine, but I will still sit there and talk to you.
By the way, so many people, I don't know how much feedback you had on our last show, but I can't tell you how many people came up to me and said, I love that I think we have to play it again. The Schoolhouse Rock video that you hated so much.
I'll have to find it. I think
they thought that was the greatest thing ever. They're like, I had people.
It's blast from the past, though.
People called me and they said, you don't understand. That's how I learned about the Constitution. Yes. I still sing that song.
I didn't hate it. It was just funny because
it's catchy.
Oh, well,
so
catchy. I don't know.
It's so catchy. But anyway, let's get to the reactions of the liberals that we've been seeing, and we can comment on each and every one of them.
We'll go with this one first
because we're gonna have fun today, and you might not have seen these, so we're gonna do a compilation of funny videos that we're gonna show you how people are reacting to Trump's victory.
Do it. Do it.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. Fuck that TV and fuck that asshole. Do it.
Do it.
I'll buy it.
There you go. I can't believe you did that.
She kicked him right in the face.
Right
in the face.
Look at how stupid they are.
Do it.
Do it.
I like TVs too
because
that hurts my heart.
Yeah.
Should I? Look at it. Should I? This is brilliant. Do it. Kick it. Kick it. Now go buy to Sam's. Go to Walmart tomorrow and buy another TV. Dumbass. Oh, you got this chick. Do that chick next. Now, I think it's in the eyes. I'm pretty sure it's in the eyes where you can tell, because the eyes are the window to the soul. Hence my black eyes. But
I thought it was corn. If you eat corn, it's windows to your soul.
There you go.
Sorry,
corn's a scam. It's not really a food; it just goes right through you.
Yeah, you get none.
You get nothing out of it.
Oh yeah, this bitch is fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, that's why you see her. Check the eyes out.
How does this not go without saying? But white people, white women especially, at this moment, do not go to your Black, your Indigenous, your immigrant, your queer, your trans. Do not go to that person in your life that you feel is a little bit more oppressed than you are, because obviously you're feeling fucking oppressed.
This
and
bitch is
ask
touched.
for like
Oh my God.
help with it.
Watch her. Look her.
I don't care how you voted. I don't care how fucking hard you worked. I don't
Jesus
care.
Christ, she looks like that guy from.
You're not an exception to this.
She looks
Like
Gollum.
Reagan from The
No,
Exorcist.
she looks like
Just so
Gollum
we're
from
clear.
Lord of the Rings. Hey, precious. Precious. Look at her. Look at her.
Like, I thought it couldn't get too much more reasonably worse today
I hope she's
in the
stuffed in dog shit.
spectrum of my emotions towards people who look like me. But then you go and do something and totally fucking blow it out of my
What in the absolute fuck? Like, holy shit. Can you imagine coming home to
God,
that?
can you? Remarkably, she's single. She had about 20 cats in the background, but remarkably, she's single. And a
She's
big,
like, how was your day at work, honey?
it's like, there's no right answer. I mean,
I don't know. It sucked. It was good. I don't know. Fuck.
she's on. She's probably on a dating site. She's not going to get a whole lot of swipes on that one, but
Right. Oh, this is another good one. All right. Yeah. So Andrew and I decided like this was going to be kind of a mishmash of a show, but
well, you know,
all of the videos that we're
we're
seeing.
trying to just gather them in one spot. You could go out and find these individually, but we've condensed it.
Yeah.
We've done the searching for you.
And our buddy James McGee, his podcast, he wanted you on, but last night or Tuesday night, but I knew that wasn't going to happen.
No, I was a mess.
And so
Tuesday night. I don't know.
he wants you on his show at some point, but he had commented, he was like, the libs are going crazy on TikTok and Instagram and whatever. But yeah, so we've got more. We've got
plenty more.
We got more for you.
More, sir.
It's just so fucking funny.
Yes,
They're everywhere. This one makes me laugh too.
I was just walking down the street to go get my medication because I'm out and I need it for today.
Shocking. She's on medication.
And I saw a woman walking her 2 kids.
I almost died.
And she had this look on her face.
Syndrome.
And I looked at her, we made eye contact, we both kind of nodded. Like we were both just devastated. And you could just tell in her eyes. I can't believe this country did this again. Why did I let myself have hope?
Why did I let myself have hope?
Joy. The word you're looking for is joy.
Joyful. Joyful.
First of all, take that thing out of your nose. That's rule number 1. Okay. Take that thing out of your nose. You're going to be happier. Number 2, I mean, here's the deal. Did I do this 4 years ago when we lost, which we didn't even discuss? I mean, you've seen the graph of the votes, right? From 4 years ago. And you're like, where did all those votes come from? I don't know.
Weird.
But it's like anybody that looks at the number, the number of votes the last time when Trump lost. I mean, did we go nuts like that? Did we sit there and start crying and was there a conservative of Instagram that
we went to fucking work.
Correct. We were pissed. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
I was pissed.
We were upset.
I was upset.
I'm not crying on a selfie video.
But I'm not turning my camera around in my car and taking a little video of me with some hook in my nose, sitting there saying how pissed off I am. How I can't function, how I need to go get my medication. I mean, aren't we over medicated as it is? I mean, why are we promoting self-medication? I mean, I don't know what she's medicating herself with, probably Xanax. But I mean, at the end of the day, maybe not. That video was brought to you by Pharma, Big Pharma, reminding you there's better living through medication.
Pfizer. No, to do that, to sit in your car, cry. I mean, granted, the elections are big. I get it. I understand it. And I was very, very, emotional, but not like physically emotional.
Yeah.
I was nervous.
Right.
Right. So
Right.
like that's emotion. Right.
Right. Well, did you hear my explanation? Election night? Did you see it?
No.
You didn't see it?
No.
So you were nervous, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I told this to Dan on air, which is kind of trend. I mean, it's kind of risque, but I thought I feel like the whole country's in a doctor's office in a waiting room waiting for the test result for, I don't know if I should say it.
Just say it. Fuck it.
Kamala Lydia.
Oh my God.
I said that to Gary Jeff on the air. And they just about lost it. They thought it was so funny. But that's the feeling you get. You know, you're in a doctor's office for maybe pick something, right? And you got a disease or maybe an incident or there's a growth.
Maybe you're
whatever.
getting cancer. Maybe,
Well, whatever.
maybe you're
You
getting
got
a cancer.
maybe you got a lump somewhere or whatever, right? You're getting the test. I mean, you're nervous, but there's nothing you can do to do. You're worried about it, but there's nothing you can
can't
do.
change it.
And you're trying to put it out of your head, but there's nothing you can do to really get it out of your head.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that was the feeling I had pretty much all day Tuesday.
Yeah.
I was worried over
Yep.
something I had zero control over. And that's kind of how I felt. But I did like the Kamala Lydia. Maybe you've heard of chlamydia.
Our friend Brittany said, I've given birth, God damn it. I know what a woman is. And now they bitch. We could have had our first woman president. So now you know what the hell a woman is.
Exactly. From the party that couldn't define a woman. Very well said.
Brett, I love you.
Very,
love you for that.
very
That's
well
awesome.
said. That the very party that couldn't define what a woman was suddenly, only wanted to vote for her because she was a woman, but whatever.
Oh, this one. Oh yeah.
These are so great.
This is gold.
But we're going to end the show on a high note.
Yeah, we are. This is good. I am
We
going to
have
play.
plenty of time.
I'm playing Ronald Reagan again. Just 'cause.
Again?
Yeah, just cause.
Before or after?
No, before we end, we're
No,
gonna
but
end. We're gonna end with what you want to end.
Okay,
with.
okay, that's fine.
I got that.
It's a happy ending.
We're thinking. I'm going to go ahead and say that I think if you voted for Donald Trump, you're ugly. I think you're all freaking ugly, and I think you're dumb as bricks. And I think you're a bigot in every sense of the word, every use of the word. I
She's never
also
even met me.
not only won't care when all the bad stuff that's gonna happen happens to you, I actually want it to
What's
happen
going to
to
happen
you.
to me?
I want your taxes to go up. I want things to be more expensive for you. I want you to have a complicated pregnancy. I want all that bad stuff to happen to you because that's what you deserve.
She has
Also,
fangs on the bottom.
Like the
teeth.
only silver lining is
Looks
it's actually
like it.
going to suck for all
got
you
an
Trump
underbite.
voters way more than it's going
Gotta
to
get that
suck for
growth
us
fixed.
blue voters because we actually have educations and good jobs. Y'all are broke as fuck, so it's really going to suck for you when he raises your taxes a ton.
She doesn't know me, but
That actually brought tears to my eyes, laughing, giggling, because how big of a piece of shit are you?
I mean,
I hope you have a complicated pregnancy.
here's the deal. I don't know
That's
her.
rude.
I don't want to judge her, but she might want to
I'm
spend
judging.
some money on dental work.
I'm judging.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, if she had a podcast, she would talk like that.
I heard a lot of bad things
You talk
happen
like
to you. Love her.
Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot.
You're ugly, and I'm good looking.
We're actually like doing really good on time.
I think so.
I'm impressed.
too.
I'm impressed with us.
We made a schedule.
This
This
fuck-
guy.
This fucking
This guy. No, wait a second. Wait.
I'm waiting.
This guy is like something with the University of Oregon. He's in a position. I don't
Yes.
know if it's. What does it say? I can't remember.
Assistant director of fraternity and sorority life.
Right. This guy.
That's a job.
This guy. I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, it's a public school.
He just goes, hangs out at frats and sororities and just makes sure their life is
It
good.
looks like he's more endowed to go to the sororities.
Oh,
but
he's
whatever.
got a nose ring too. You
Let's hit this. This guy is an actual employee of a public university at the University of Oregon.
and if
Should
something's not done,
go Ducks.
if something's not done with him,
Yeah, but nothing will be because it's Oregon.
but it is Oregon. You're
So
right.
they're not going to do anything. Go Ducks.
I'm done crying. My sadness is over. My anger has set in.
Your appetite is in.
I am a very petty person, and I am very proud
We
of
do have
that.
the same
Love it
glasses.
about myself, actually. And so I say this in the most disrespectful way possible. I don't care if you are my family.
No.
I don't care if you're my friend.
No.
I don't care if we've been friends our entire lives. You can literally go fuck yourself if you voted for Donald Trump. If you are so sad about your groceries being expensive, get a better fucking paying job.
Oh.
Do better in life. Get a fucking education. Do something. Because you're fucking stupid. And I hope you go jump off of a fucking bridge.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Peace.
That sounds nice.
Deuces.
Okay, so
Fucking what the fuck, dude?
I hope the Ducks. I hope the University of Oregon does something to that guy. Other
And the
than
fact
a
that it was
reprimand.
like tagged, it was tagged in there.
Yeah. So go jump off a bridge, but let's all work together. Let's come together. Okay. Let's. How do I? I mean,
We're trying to be joyful,
right. We
Andrew.
are.
We're trying to be joyful,
and I am taking joy from the fact that he's so angry and miserable.
and I know he's burdened by what is unburdened,
right, yeah,
unburdened, or
burdened.
burdened.
Burdened by the burden.
That's going to happen.
Unburdened.
That you're going to get burned again.
That's burden.
Whatever the
Burden
fuck
some.
that was.
Yeah, there it was. That's it.
I mean,
Nailed
that's
it.
those fucking people.
This chick with the this next chick is this next chick doesn't even know how to use a
God damn it.
pair of clippers, but
This is probably one of my most favorite episodes.
you say
ever.
that episode. I thought it was like this is my favorite video.
No, episodes.
Yeah, this one's actually kind of fun.
Yeah, they normally suck.
No, it's not that they suck,
normally
but
suck when
we got to like put thought into it. This one we're just reacting.
Yes.
This is great. This is like raw emotion. It's like watching TV.
Yeah, let me get rid of this. I don't like that.
Okay, I don't like it.
Up this morning feeling spicy. You guys feel spicy? Because I do.
Oh,
All right.
spicy.
I don't know how to use this thing.
I
Let's see what
know.
happens. Is this cutting off hair? I'm going to have to cut it short on that.
Usually she uses something else that
I think that
hums.
this is too. It's getting hair.
That's all she's got.
That's all she's
Here we
got.
go. Have I given up on America? Yeah. Also given up on coloring this hair.
Oh,
Because, right? But coloring my hair. But
God damn,
having
look
my
at
hair
that.
be
Look at
long
that
and
fucking head,
luxurious.
Luxurious.
Fuck all that shit.
Fuck.
Fuck being skinny. Fuck being
Skinny?
hot.
You're
Fuck
not-
being all
okay.
the things that
You already
the
gave up on the hot thing.
Because
Would you-
clearly they don't give a shit about us.
Why didn't you
And I'm
shave your
talking to you,
eyebrows? I
too.
mean, that would have been a
Those
better
of you
look.
ladies who have the internalized misogyny required to do what you did. Minorities who are so scared of a woman in power that you'd rather cozy up to the white man just in case some crumbs fall off his plate so that you may eat from them. Yes, scraps. I'm gonna work this thing, but I'm on my way. I'm gonna figure it out. Let's just do some cutting.
Jesus fucking Christ.
She should shave her eyebrows. She's tired. She's not going to look hot anymore.
So fucking,
I mean, how
you're
about,
cozying up to the white
I
man.
mean, how about she get that beak fixed? That's
So much for being hot.
I mean,
so much
look,
for being skinny. Yeah,
first of all,
well, you didn't have any of that.
Memo
anyway.
to self: you're not hot.
I'm
so
judging. I'm judging
I am
just because
judging.
that's
I'm
fucking.
sorry. That's terrible.
Because
We
it's
shouldn't
ignorant.
do that. Let's be better.
But it's ignorant.
Let's be better.
But that's ignorant
we
shit.
Well, can we be? But let's be better.
I will be better.
Let's be better.
I'll be better.
And let's start a GoFundMe to get her nose fixed.
Okay, let's do that. let's
Maybe she should donate her hair. How many more we got?
uh
I can't remember. I mean,
just a couple.
Okay.
Just a couple. This one, done. old girl loses her mind in this one.
they've all lost their freaking mind. Oh yeah, this chick.
Well, I'm going to get drunk today, and I'm going to act like an angry black fucking woman because I'm fucking angry. I'm mad. I'm upset. I'm
I love
angry
her
as fuck,
attitude
bro.
though. I'm getting
I'm
drunk.
angry. I'm hurt. My feelings are fucking hurt. We always finish last. We always come fucking last to everybody, even our own fucking men. And you niggas' mamas be black. This shit is crazy. Y'all,
Look
y'all
at all
got
the shit
black-ass
in her
daughters.
face. I'm trying to be
I'm
better.
angry as fuck. I'm gonna get drunk and cause a problem.
She got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, she dropped the
5.
bottle. Pick up the bottle.
Here, let's
I'm
do it one
going-
more time.
I'm going to
got
get
some
drunk
nails.
I
today.
don't know if it'll play again. Once I play it once, I don't know if it'll play again.
She's
but-
got. Oh, you're counting the. You're trying to count. Oh, you know what? I want.
I was trying to count her face.
I want to get to those pictures that you just showed because I
Yes.
sent you those pictures,
Yes.
and we're gonna cut. But let's get through the videos first.
All right. So we got. We got this video.
I can't remember. Oh
I think-
yeah,
I
this
think-
this is great. This is so great.
I think this is the last video.
Okay, from Crazy Town. So wait, this one's great because here's the deal. This person the day before is like, or maybe the day of, is like going through lecturing how to act, right? How to be cool, how to like take the results, and how, because legitimately, I think she thought they were going to win, but things changed. So this is really a great video. This one just really tickles me because I mean, it's just the way they produced it is perfect.
And I just want to come out here and remind everyone I've lost all hope in the American people. That no matter who you voted for, no matter the outcome, I can't do this anymore. The election results are not an excuse to be violent. If you didn't vote, unfollow me and block me. Even if the results are not what you wanted, stay calm. What is wrong with you? What has happened to freedom? Duh. And worry about something different. I'm literally sick. I'm literally sick to my stomach.
No, you're literally sick in the head. That's so great.
That one, probably my favorite.
Probably just because it's like, you know, these are the people that are telling you how to behave, and then they don't even listen to their own advice. You know, they can't process them. I found this of leftists. They cannot process emotions. That's why they're ruled by their emotions instead of analyzing, controlling, learning from their emotions. And most importantly, like I said, controlling. Everyone has emotions. It's controlling your emotions. Don't let your emotions control you. That's the difference between us and a leftist. Now, that's Glenn Beck's page. He has a thing. But let's get to these two guys. So
these two.
We were talking, and there was a couple articles today about the transition. Trump's forming his transition team. And I've got to tell you, I think the two people, I gave it a lot of thought. And I said, what am I going to miss the most about this administration? Okay. Who am I going to miss? Now, I got to admit,
before I click it, I got to get a beer.
Okay. I got to admit that it's probably a toss up because the press secretary, your favorite Bob, Sideshow Bob, is I'm going to miss Sideshow
I am
Bob.
going to miss Corinne Jean-Pierre or
Sideshow Bob.
As the Drigger Bros, Jean-Luc Picard or Sideshow Bob. I will miss her.
I'm going to miss her too because she's been shoveling shit and having to pretend like it's, you know, roses or flower petals.
It's like the biggest shovel.
It is the biggest shovel of shit. She's a shit shoveler. And I don't know what news program's going to scoop that little catch up, but she'll be on some alphabet soup network here.
Well, Jen Psaki went somewhere.
Psaki.
And it was, she's not doing well.
Well, no,
she's out there. She's out there, but it's not like,
no one cares what she says.
Exactly.
But I think also up in the mix of the people I'm going to miss you most, Toto. I think I'm going to miss this. I'm thinking it was luggage thief guy the most, or girl, or it, or whatever. This guy was with, let us remember, I believe it was the the Department of Energy in the nuclear department somehow. So I don't know what his deal was, but then he was prosecuted for stealing luggage at an airport. He was stealing luggage from the airport. So he's got a problem.
Who was the one? Was it this one that was caught getting banged in one of the Senate rooms?
No. That was an aide.
That was an aide.
That was an aide.
That's right.
That was an aide, and I can't remember the senator. And he was filming himself being violated in the chambers.
Yes, in the chambers.
They didn't like that. They're like, no one screws here but us. No one does that here but a senator or whatever.
Not a good look.
It was a congressman or a senator. I can't remember. But anyway, I'm going to miss this guy.
Yes.
This guy who is clearly luggage. He was clearly hired because of his ability, not because he checked a box. But then I'm considering, you see the mental health of this country. And I think I'm going to miss this guy too. I'm going to miss Dr. Rachel Levine even more because, when it comes to, he's our Surgeon General or she or whatever.
I mean, you don't think Donald's going to?
I don't think Donald's going to hire a whatever this is as a Health and Human Services Secretary or whatever this is.
It's fucking clown.
I'm not sure what this is, but
such a clown.
And I don't care that this person's a transsexual, but the only reason they were hired is because they're a transsexual to put them up as a poster child
because
and they have no skills.
They had exactly the skills. That's the thing. There wasn't like this.
There was no merit. There was no merit, and I think I'm looking forward to an administration. Let's put the adults back in charge. And I'm looking forward to an administration. And I'll tell you this, and I think Donald Trump referenced this. The first time he was he said this on Elon Musk's thing. He's like, the first time I really didn't know, for at least a year or two what I was per se doing. I relied on people that were there to tell me who to appoint, yada, 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 right? That's not the case this time. I think Donald Trump's going to hit the ground running. And I am most excited.
It's already playing.
Yeah, I think I'm really most excited. Let me ask you this. Of the people that you've seen him hanging out with or that have been announced, I think two rise to the top of who I'm most excited about seeing having a role in this administration. Who is it for you?
Elon Musk and RFK Jr.
Exactly. I am looking forward to, listen,
And that's unscripted.
That's right. We didn't talk about this. I'm looking forward to RFK Jr. getting in there and dealing with our food supply. And because I didn't realize, I mean, like we talked about, you look at a picture from the 70s, everyone's skinny. I remember growing up, there was very few people as fat as I am. And now it's like you look at a picture of a public beach now, compare it to the same beach, 70s, same crowd, whatever.
Right.
And the weight difference is just phenomenal because RFK Jr. is like, look, they're getting you hooked on, you know, corn syrups and this and that and poison in the
all
food.
the high fructose and all
high
that shit.
fructose, this, that. If you look at like I think it's a orange soda in Europe, and you look at the ingredients, and then you look at an orange soda here in the United States, it's night and day. Same company, right? Like Fanta or whatever.
Right.
Same brand, same company, same soda, but the ingredients are totally different because of what we allow here in the United States because of the lobbying efforts being made by big food and whatever to Congress to allow our food supply.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to RFK getting to the bottom of that. And I hope they give him the latitude to do that. I'll say this. I'm also looking forward to Elon Musk getting in there and, you know, applying maybe, because if anybody thinks outside the box, it's this guy.
Right.
And putting his
Absolutely.
expertise into any area of government that he really wants to. And I'm looking forward to Tulsi Gabbard having a role. I mean, another Democrat. I mean, this administration could be truly transformative to our form of government as far as the way government is run.
Yeah, it's has a potential to be set up as a Hall of Fame game.
I think so. Because there's not going to be a 2-year waiting period. We will probably have the House and we have the Senate now. We just won a Senate seat even in Pennsylvania. Casey got defeated. So, you know, you want to talk about a mandate? I think the people have spoken. Everyone says, I got a mandate. Obama said, I got a mandate. Well, this victory was bigger than Obama. We won the Electoral College overwhelmingly. We won the popular vote overwhelmingly. So enjoy the ride, folks.
In the House and Senate.
And the House and Senate.
And potentially
So
both of them.
We have the I hope we don't squander. Republicans do have a tendency to squander opportunities to snatch victory or defeat from the jaws of victory. But I think that we have a really unique opportunity. I hope they hit the ground running. I hope they don't waste a whole lot of time.
I'm pretty sure.
And also don't overreach.
They've already been working.
Right.
I think they've already been working this, but yeah, you're overreach.
Don't overreach. You know, America's a big ship, but we can point it in the right direction and let's get moving.
Let's open a pipeline.
Drill, baby, drill. Let's, you know, we have 4 years.
Keystone Pipeline
Let's
was
do
shut
that.
down 4 years
You know
ago.
what?
Let's
Fire
open it.
that pipeline back up. I don't care that Warren Buffett owns stock in the rail line that's
and look how many
transporting the
jobs
Oakland.
that creates.
Boom, overnight, we got those jobs, the Keystone Pipeline. Let's get the oil being drilled. Let's open up those areas in Anwar that they closed. That is like literally on a table the size of this. It's nothing more than a speck. We can drill safely. Let's you know what? Let's refill our strategic oil reserve that has been decimated, depleted by Joe Biden.
Let's unburden ourselves from
Let's
what we were
unburden.
burdened for. I had to.
So
Sorry.
finishing the show, since we're right at an hour and we don't want to take too much of your time.
That's good.
Because the Bengals are on tonight.
They are.
And they're any predictions?
Again, nervous like the election.
Not like that.
We
have life changing.
We have the potential. We have the potential to win, but they gotta get their shit together.
Okay.
We're gonna play this this little ditty.
We'll play this one, and then we're gonna finish on probably the best video I've ever seen.
Which one?
The one you said you'd finish with. This one.
That's the one I'm pulling up right now.
I thought you said you were playing mine last.
No, I don't need to play the other one.
You're just gonna play one?
I played it.
I thought
twice.
you said you were gonna play that one.
I know, I did.
Okay.
I changed.
A lot of production work going into today's show.
Yeah. It's production right here.
Okay. So we're gonna finish the show. And we've shown this before because I was there. I saw it. But I want this to be this is the feeling. And I wish they would have played this last night, right?
Yes.
I wish you would have done it
I
or
agree.
Tuesday night. But you know, you didn't know Tuesday night. And let's face it, the guy was probably asleep because he's old. But this is the feeling I have. And you know what? I might have to recreate this on the mall on January 20th in DC in probably single digits. What do you think? We do it?
Let's go. Let's fucking go,
We could
buddy.
probably do this.
fucking do it.
Let's hit it.
We appreciate all of you guys dealing with our diatribes and our elation
And our silliness.
There's a couple people that probably aren't happy, but we are, and we appreciate you guys being here and sharing in that happiness with us.
Who couldn't be happy?
Well, you know.
Who?
You know.
Oh, well. I'm sorry.
Last week, when they took a shot at my hero, and they tried to kill the next president of the United States, enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again.
That's so great.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So
yes,
awesome.
sir. Love you.